One. Then. Hello, YouTube. I am Mana, your host today. Today, I have the huge pleasure to have an individual conversation with Ale, my fan number one. And we're here to discuss about communication and parrots. The name of the meeting is Even Parrots Can Talk. Even Parrots Talks and Human Can't. So we are going to talk things related with communication and parrots. To start the meeting, I would like to say that sometimes things happen in the way that we are not used. An example today, as my meeting is the best meeting of the week, I am used with my fans here. So I would like to say here live on YouTube that I'm missing you, Jeff and Ricardo, my fans, that they are always with me in this meeting. So I'm missing you so much, Jeff, and Jeff is here. I'm missing Ricardo and Jeff. I'm with Ale. Oh my God, what is happening here? And so let's start the presentation. I will start. I am Anna, 28 years old, a physiotherapist, a PhD student. I study about diabetes and the impact of a physical exercise and an education intervention in the glycemic control. So I'm studying about this. I'm here as a host for almost 3 years. And yeah, that's me for today. Ale, tell me about you.
Okay, I'm Alexandre. I live in Vitória since 1986. I'm married and I have 3 kids. I'm retired from Banco do Brasil since 2016. And I come here almost every day to improve and make friends.
Amazing. How long are you joining TALKNTALK, Ale?
Since July 2020.
Oh my God, amazing. Soon we'll celebrate 3 years here. So.
Yes, I guess I developed my skills as a talker. I certainly improved my ear to listen and understand the speakers. But I'm doing that step by step every day.
Yes. So do you think the intensity that you are using this platform impacts on the way that you are learning? An example, you say that you are coming here every day, right?
Absolutely, it's impacted me in my skills because the only platform we can find someone to talk, to share and learn how they say is that platform, TALKNTALK.
Amazing.
And living in Brazil is difficult to find someone to talk in English. Even when they talk in English, they don't want because they are ashamed to talk in English. And it's here is a good opportunity to raise your understanding.
Yes, amazing. So let's go to the question. Even parrots talks and humans can't. The question number 1, what can we learn from animal communication? What do you think, Ale? Something that we can see from animal communication, then we can learn how to use it in humans communication.
What can we learn from animal communication? I think not only parrots can communicate with us, but dogs and calopsitas.
Do you have calopsitas?
Cats. Calopsitas.
Yeah, do you have?
No. My next door neighbor has 2 calopsitas, and I pass my day here in the calopsita in my ear. Yes, I like it. Amazing. But as I was saying, that they can say for us something. They are happy. The dog, other dog, they in the gestures of the dog or like the parrots can say some words.
Yeah.
The video say that we maybe they don't know what they are saying, but it's important to to internalize the animals can communicate with us in their way, but maybe we can't communicate with our between us human beings.
Yeah.
Right? And they can communicate in a better way than us.
Yeah, but I think the human beings, especially the kids, when they are growing up and learning how to communicate with each other, sometimes we mention some words and we don't know the meaning, but we know the context. An example, in the video we saw that the parrot says good night when the moon appears, an example. They know the context, and when this context happen, they know what they need to say. And I remember when I was a kid and I was in a funeral, I don't know how to say this in English.
Funeral. Yeah, the same in Portuguese, funeral, but the pronunciation is funeral, like that, something like that.
And oh, it's okay?
Yes.
Okay, you are back. And I remember that I was a kid and I didn't understand what was happening there, but I was with my mom, and every person that my mom hugs, she says, meus sentimentos.
Yes.
And I don't know what does it mean, but I know that when someone is sad and someone dies, when you hug, you need to say meus sentimentos. And I remember that another funeral, I think is this. And I hugged someone and I say meus sentimentos. I didn't know what it means, but I know the context. And I feel that it's exactly the same that happens with parrots. They know the context, and when it happens, it's like a robot. When it happens, you do this. When it happens, you do this. And
and you started this situation in the past.
Sorry?
You study in your mind this situation in the past, and you even remember that.
Yes. Nowadays, I know what means. And I know what I need to say when someone is had their parents died. But when I was a kid, I didn't know. But I learned it from this.
But I think we didn't know what was, but in your life, in your young life, maybe 2, 3, 4, or 5 years old, you even know everything that was happening in your house.
Yes.
Your daily living with your parents.
Yes.
But something that I remember the situation when you were carrying a box with a died baby inside.
Oh my God.
But for me, it was pretty normal because I had no feelings for
with this
that
baby.
situation. Yeah.
Yes. You didn't know who is. And
exactly. And I remember my oldest brother died from diphtheria.
Yes.
Diphtheria is a illness that you have in your, I would say, garganta, and your garganta incha, and then you die. You are asphyxiated.
Yes.
My older brother died, and I remember the situation that there was a guy outside doing the box to put my boy dog body, and they was play with the rest of the wood because what was happening? I was saying an image of the table covered with a bright piece of clothes, but for me it was very normal as a kid.
Yes, you didn't realize what was really happening there.
But my mind stored that situation till now. Yeah.
You remember. And you mentioned some things about non-verbal communication that dogs, that you can realize when the dog is happy and when it's not, what they want. They look for you and you, I don't know how, but we know what they are saying.
Yeah.
And it's really fascinated. But I think it just happened because there is some behaviors that all dogs do. An example, to shake the, I don't know how to say this, but all dogs do this when they are happy. But when you have your own dog, you realize the other soft behaviors that they do when they are happy. And you can notice it when you really know this dog. So with humans, it's exactly the same. My mom, she knows me so well. Then when we travel together, and I am in oh my God, how to say this in English? Tô viajando no banco de trás. She can realize that I am not feeling well with the sound of my breath. She doesn't need to look for me. She listens my breath, and she says, "Anna, you are not feeling well."
You were in the back seat.
Sorry?
You were in the back seat.
Back seat, yeah.
Back seat.
Easy, back seat. Yes. And if I travel with anyone, no one will realize that I'm not feeling well because of the sound of my breath. So that's something that we can learn from animal communication is this, to pay attention in the non-verbal communication, the sounds, the way that the person looks for you. And it happened here on Talk and Talk a lot of times. Even though we don't know each other in person, sometimes I come here and I was not so normal and happy as I am. And in the end of the meeting, someone sent me a message, "Anna, was everything okay with you? I felt that you were not normal as you are in your meetings." Then, yeah, you know me well.
Yeah.
So it's the capacity of paying attention in the details.
In Canada, I faced the strange situation every day because when I was waking up to get coffee and go to the school, I was going to the kitchen to prepare my milk and put something in the toast to eat. There was 2 black cats over the stove and look to me seriously look to me, and was every day I was afraid to face these cats because they are very serious and black, and no one likes black cats.
Yes.
But they didn't bother me. There was only looking to me. Every day
cat?
I was alone. 2 black cats.
Cats! Oh my God! And you were afraid of cats.
I was afraid because I don't know how they was thinking about me. I was a strange person in the house.
Yes, I got you. But yeah, I don't like cats. I need to admit this, especially black cats.
Yes.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's go to the second question. How do you define communication without using a dictionary? Oh, this is so hard. Let's listen from you, Olive. How do you define communication?
Without use a dictionary?
Yes.
So
if you need to explain to someone, an example, someone that just speaks Portuguese, and I say this word, communication, and this one doesn't know what does it mean. How will you explain what communications mean?
Oh, I think you can start with a big smiles.
Yeah.
Saying hello, how are you? Como vai você?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that you can show, you can communicate even without any words, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Only your body behavior can show that you are happy or sad, or you don't want to talk, or maybe you are in a hurry,
Yeah.
right? Like that.
Yes. I remember that I was watching a series on Netflix, and the guy from FBI discovered that a woman was pregnant just because of the position that she puts the arm to protect the belly. But she was like 1 or 2 months of pregnant. So she didn't have a belly, of a pregnant belly. It was like a equal mind. So no one can realize that this woman was pregnant. But the FBI guy looked to her and says, "You are pregnant." And she said, "No, I am not." And he says, "Yeah, you are. I know the position of your arms. And in a normal conversation, you will gesticulate with your hands, and you are putting your arms to protect your belly because you are uncomfortable with this conversation. So you are protecting what you have, what is precious for you, what you have from most value. So you are protecting your belly. So you are pregnant." And oh my God, and she really was pregnant. So this is the nonverbal communication. So to pay attention in the position of the person.
Yes.
Someone says
maybe
that
we can let's say se enganar. I don't know. I remember my colleague, my next colleague beside me, working in a bank, and there was 2 women in the line, and then she was attending another person, but she was paying attention on hers. And then when they come to his cashier, he said, "I'm sorry because I couldn't ask you first because I was attending the man. I know you are pregnant, but you have a right to pass in front." And then she said, "No, I'm not pregnant. I'm good. I'm gordinha. I'm fat."
Oh my God.
Meu Deus. Eu não tô grávida, não, eu sou gordinha mesmo.
Oh my God.
Que vergonha. What a shame.
Yeah, what a shame. What a shame. Yes. Yeah, this is really, really interesting. But if someone does not understand the word communication, I will definitely and explain to communicate is to share something. It doesn't matter what. An example, with nonverbal communication, most of the time we are sharing things that we don't want to mention it. An example, the woman that I gave the example to protecting the belly, she doesn't want to say that she was pregnant. But the nonverbal communication and the position of her body says that she is. An example, when I am here and I am not okay, and I'm more serious, or do not looking to the camera, or looking from other place, most of the time, or I'm not happy, or I am uncomfortable, or when I close my eyes to say something, it's because I need to concentrate 100%. So my nonverbal communication says a lot. So the communication is when you want to share something. It doesn't matter what. So if anyone find us,
It happened to me. So my kids ask, it's something happening because maybe I'm serious.
Yeah.
I doing my stuff without saying any words or smiling, and they not in the exact moment they will look to me. They say, "What's happening with you? Why your face is so closed?"
Yeah.
Because they know, because we live almost together. Although they live in the house, we know each other almost every day.
Yes. So who knows they know our nonverbal communication. And it's really nice. It's so powerful. So powerful. Ali, do you have some phrase that you always say, repeating as a parent? An example, my mom says that examples are powerful than words. Exemplos valem mais que as palavras, são mais poderosos que as palavras. So when she needs to say, do what I do and not what I say, she's repeating this as a parent. I am 28 years old, and that is 28 years that I'm listening my mom saying that examples are powerful than words. So that is the phrase that me and my mom are repeating as a parent. Do you have this, or someone in your family that always repeat the phrase?
I have some phrase that I repeat to people where I am. Like yesterday, I was hearing the girl. I listened to the girl talking to another girl in the Pilates, and they were saying, "Oh, I like most of feriado."
Holiday.
What?
Holiday?
Yeah, holiday. The holiday. Every day could be holiday, and connecting Sunday to Friday. And then I remember the phrase. Eu pensei assim, mas que vidinha pequena, hein?
Yeah.
Aí eu falei, quando eu estava saindo, eu olhei para uma delas e falei assim, a vida só vale a pena se ela não for pequena. Essa frase, eu faço
You
essa
always
frase.
say this?
Oi?
Yeah. You always say this?
Sempre quando eu vejo uma situação que a pessoa está se apequenando, sabe?
Yeah, yes.
Em inglês eu uso uma que I am under the weather, I use a lot when I'm sad, where I don't want to do anything. I am under the weather. Don't rush yourself or you're in a couple. Don't rush yourself in a couple. Do you know that?
No.
Não se apresse quando você estiver com seu marido.
Oh, yes.
Enjoy the time. Right?
Yes.
Every cloud has a silver lining. And that's what it means.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Every cloud has a silver line.
So everything in life has a positive and negative side? Is this?
Maybe you are sad, or you think that everything is going bad towards, and the life is like overwhelming time, and then you can listen to someone. Every cloud has a silver line. When you understand this because it's the sky is totally cloud, okay?
Yeah.
Or it's shiny. When it's cloudy, it's when you are so sad you are right. Maybe you don't want to talk to anyone. You are so cloudy in your heart, like tá chovendo. Yeah. But when the cloud goes to the border of the sea or the mountain, there you can see the silver lining. Because there is a sun behind the cloud, make a silver line. The silver line is saying to you that the life tomorrow will be better. Yes.
Oh, very, very nice, this phrase. And my dad, he mentioned another phrase. He says, something is something, another thing is other thing. Uma coisa é uma coisa, outra coisa, outra coisa.
Yeah.
When he wants to, an example, change the topic, or when he wants to summarize something, he says, something is something, another thing is other thing. So you have a problem now, and this is your problem now. But the other problems are other problems. So concentrate in each problem to solve them. So I really like this kind of phrase that is passing through generation to generation, or phrase that people repeat as a, I don't know how to say this in English, mantra, you know, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I really like this. I think are so powerful phrases.
I have a poem that I like too much. I use it as a mantra when I want to improve someone to think about the positive life and trying to grow. And I like the most the first and the end of the poem from Napoleon Hill. I guess you could hear this poem where you, but the first poem say in Portuguese. Let me remember the start, the beginning. A parte final do poema fala assim: a luta pela vida nem sempre é vantajosa aos fortes, nem aos espertos, mas cedo ou mais tarde, quem cativa a vitória é aquele que crê plenamente. Certo? Isso aconteceu comigo. Eu, com 12 anos de idade, eu queria trabalhar no Banco do Brasil. E eu criei nessa situação. E eu corri atrás disso. E eu realizei isso. O primeiro poema fala assim: se você pensa que é um derrotado, você será derrotado. Se não disser quero a qualquer custo, não conseguirá nada. Mesmo que você queira vencer, mas pensa que não vai conseguir, a vitória não sorrirá para você.
Oh my God, I love
it!
É
profundo. Napoleão Hill, estou tentando lembrar aqui o título do poema de Napoleão Hill. Eu vou, até o final da aula, da conversa, eu me lembro. O título, Napoleão Hill.
Yes.
É o poema mais famoso dele.
I found it. Se você pensa que é verdade, você será.
Filosofia do sucesso.
Yes, I found
Filosofia do sucesso.
Yes,
Very beautiful. You can share it to other person.
Yes, I will share on my Instagram. This is amazing. Yeah. So just to finish this conversation, the question number 6. Consider the 4 types of communication: verbal, non-verbal, visual, and writing. What is the easiest and hardest to improve?
Considering the 4 types of communication: verbal, non-verbal, visual, and writing. What is the easiest? I guess visual. Visual for me. You can use non-verbal communication, but easy to understand is visual. When you see someone and you can catch what is his feeling in that exact moment. If she is happy, she is sad. The clothes that she was using, right? If she put on makeup or not. Yeah, you can visualize that this woman prepared herself to impress someone, or she's so sad. And you can approach to her, but the way she's shown to you, maybe you're afraid to go and say hello to her.
Yes.
Or here, right?
Yeah.
My view.
The visual. When someone is communicating to you and you are understanding from visual communication, it's easy because you just need to look. Then you will have your own conclusions. But when you want to improve your own communication just from visual, an example, I know that my mom is disapproving what I am saying just because the way that she looks from me. She looks like this. Like this.
Yeah.
And I know that sometimes when I am communication with someone, just the way that I look, just my eyes can say what I am guessing from this communication, this conversation. So for me, the hardest to improve is the visual communication. It's hard for you to understand. The easiest to understand is visual. Then you don't need to do anything. You look, then you understand. But when you want to communicate to someone from visual communication, I think it's hard to improve because the chance to be misunderstood is higher. The chance to, an example, I'm doing this with my eyes, looking and backing, looking and backing. And what will you understand this? You can understand that there is another person in this room. You can understand that I don't want to make eye contact because I am ashamed, or you can understand a lot of things.
Yes.
So
but you can say that you are looking around to protect herself from other person.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a lot of things that can be guessed from the visual communication.
Yes.
And I love this topic because to communicate well is one of the skills that we must have. It's not option. That you need the communication skills. So that's the reason I love this topic.
Yeah. When I was younger, it was difficult to communicate because I was a stupid guy. I just 15 years old, 17, in the primary school. I was a very, very, very stupid guy. And then I went to work to make military service. I was invited to participate 1 year military service. And when I leave the military service, I was another person.
Yes.
Because there I had to communicate every day.
Yeah.
Because it was in position. You go to the topic and say something to the troop. The troop. Oh, guys, today we are happy. We are going to somewhere doing something. Every day we need to communicate. And you read a lot of the situation in Brazil, OSPB, moral civic. Oh, it was the best school I had in my life was military service.
Yes, you learn a lot, but the communication skills is one of the most important.
Yeah. I had in the bank. I developed it better because every day communicate with the clients. You are going to in a meeting, right? A meeting every week. So we have to. I learn a lot. I internalize a lot how to communicate. Maybe I can show how I am this the exact moment. If I am happy, if I want to talk, or if I'm sad, everyone can see my face. What's passing to me in the exact moment.
Yes, I know this. Yeah, it's really nice. Ale, our time is over in here, but I really liked it to have this individual conversation with you. It was really nice for me. I hope to see you here next Friday.
Okay, thank you. I remember when I got COVID, you were the only one person that called me.
Oh my God.
I remember that.
Oh, nice.
I thought it in my mind like a baby. I will remember that forever.
Yes. Oh, I'm so glad to listen this.
Because I'm glad to see you and talk to you today.
Yeah. There was few days that my mom was asking me about this platform. Anna, what are you doing there? Why do you do this for free? Because I'm here. Some people understand that I'm here as a teacher. For my mom, it's hard to understand that I'm here as a student. So she was asking me, Anna, why are you still doing this? Because your English is good. You don't need this anymore. And I say, yeah, I don't need this. Because I'm not there because of the English. because sometimes I feel that I'm not improving so much, but I am here because I'm improving another skills that also reflects on my English. I'm here to improve my confidence, to improve the ability of listen others. Do not just hear, because a parrot can hear, but they cannot listen you from the inside. So I'm here to learn how to pay attention in what you are saying. I'm here to learn how to make interesting questions about what you mentioned. Because I don't know if you realize, but we discussed almost 30 minutes, just about one question. So I could pass all this meeting with just one question. So not because the question is good, but because I am learning, I am improving the skills of asking good questions. I just bring one, and based on this one, I'm asking you other things. And we are creating really a conversation, not an interview. Because you can talk with ChatGPT, and the ChatGPT will ask you a lot of things, but will not be a conversation. A real conversation you can just have with a human. So
conversation face to face has a special emotion when you are talking to other person. If they are strange, you can break the ice and have conversation. It's good to
That's the reason we are here. We are not here because of the English. We are here because of the deep conversation, the deep contact that we have, the deep connection. So that's the reason I will finish this meeting happiest than the beginning. Me
too. I'm so happy.
Yeah, Ale, thank you so much.
I'm grateful to talk to you. Right?
See you next Friday.
Take care about yourself and your family.